so kind. I hope you guys are having a good time. If you're not having a good time, I'm very sensitive to checking in with you guys, and I want you to know this, I really care how you're doing, but showbiz has ruined the whole check-in if you ask me, right? Because I care how you're doing, but what happens if I ask you how you're feeling? You just go, ooh. And that is not how that's too simple. I know you guys, it's more complicated than ooh. But I can't ask you that. But just know, in my heart, I'm asking how you're doing. You're telling me, actually, John, it's not ooh. I'm here for that. But beyond all of that stuff, if let's say maybe someone out there is having a bad time, they don't like the show, I want you to feel free to send an angry email. I want your voice to be heard. I will be honest with you, it doesn't go to me anymore. It does go to Phil, but Phil will forward it to me if it's weird or funny enough. So just keep that in mind as you complain. You gotta get a little creative, okay? You can't be like, I didn't like the show. That's not going to get to me. Like, the show made me so upset, I couldn't watch my Teletubby DVDs with my pet rabbit. You can't, that's what it's got to be. Phil will forward that to me. You're thinking, John, who could be upset? Your show's so wholesome, so kind. But it can happen, I'll tell you how. Sometimes people get mad if I say too many bad words, Yeah, it's weird. It happens, and some people are like that. You guys are chill. And England was chill. England cusses more than me, which I like that. I remember I was like my first show in England, and this lady asked for one of my songs. It was like old lady, this like 80-year-old. And I was like, I'll play that little bit. She's like, you fucking better. Yes, Your Majesty. Too soon. That's Phil at JohnCraigieMusic.com for all your This is hard for me. Thank you. For me, I don't realize the cussing because that's just how I was raised. I'm from Inglewood, California. People don't know Craigie's from the streets. And we cussed a lot. That's how the streets were in LA. We cussed a lot. I was 2 years old on my tricycle, I'd be like, where my fucking Play-Doh at? Connect 4, bitches. That's how it was, in the streets. Then when I turned 18, I moved to Santa Cruz, California. A lot of cussing in Santa Cruz too. A little more gentle though. A little more gentle, right? They'd be like, namaste, John. Ooh, did you bring fucking quinoa? Oh, yeah. Thanks for knowing what quinoa is, by the way. Munich was like, what? I don't know. Sometimes, they won't, like the venue won't want you to cuss because they want to put it on the radio. That always makes me sad. I feel bad for radio because it's 2022. I want to be like, come outside, radio. We're all cussing. It's okay. Don't be scared. I remember one time I did this gig. I was about to get on stage, and this very nice, very Ned Flanders kind of guy came up to me and was like, hey, John. Hey, buddy, listen. I'm sure it's not a thing you were going to do, but if you were, I'd ask you to do no bad words tonight. We're going to put it on the radio. Got to keep it clean. I was like, oh man, I was going to. He was like, you were? Shoot. Darn, I do not want to censor you. Which words would you want to use? I was like, as many as I possibly could. He said, oh, I feel you, brother. I might look kind of clean cut, but when I stub my toe, I let it fly. I don't want to censor you. How about this? He thought for a second. He's like, I can give you ass. Excuse me? He's like, the word ass. You can say that if you want, because ass is in the Bible. And I was like, not the way I use it, but sure. I don't have a lot of songs about riding donkeys, but I'll work on that. Jesus rode an ass. That's in the Bible, in case you were wondering. Yeah, let me tell you something. Whatever you believe in, if there is a God, He gave that to us, okay? Because if you're a third grader in Catholic school and you read Jesus rode an ass in the Holy Book, that'll get you through some tough times, okay? Sister Ellen, I'd like to quote Luke 13:4. Would you, John? Yes, I would. I found a lot of solace in that passage. Anyway, he said, I can give you ass, and I said, fine, I'll take ass. And he goes, you want more than ass, don't you, John? I said, yes. Yes, I do. He said, well, how about this? He said, do you have one song that has all your bad words in it? Because then you could just play that first, and then we start recording afterwards. Boom, clean show. Do you have that? I was like, no. Who has that? Right? Can you imagine my first song was just and then I never cussed again? That would be far more disturbing than a couple of shits going doing shit. That's Phil at John Craigie. This next song, I will get to it. This next song has one shit in it. I know that because a guy had busted backstage a little bit ago, and I was like, I'm too shy, don't come back here. And he was like, I'm a DJ, I got suspended for 6 months for playing your song. I was like, what happened? He said, it has one shit in it. And I said, sorry. He says, you have a lot of songs with one shit in it. And as security was pulling him away, he yelled out, you're a one shit wonder!